I don't actually remember. I'll figure it out. Okay. What's the one that you get? There's the one that you get that increases the quality of monster drops, isn't there? Oh, that's too much work. I'm not doing that. Just double check. Harvestry, yep. I should have 12 points. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, let me double check. I think I need frog parts mostly. Etrian Odyssey 3 tent. I am just a dinosaur living in a dream. One frog cheek and one mountain claw. Okay. I don't know how many of those we have left, but I need to be nabbing them, so. If I'm not mistaken, that's mostly just from not these. Oh, I guess this is also a good time for me to do the other checking. Let's see here. Stratum 1 enemies. No, that's not what I need. I don't need that. I need the enemies and bosses. Random encounters, battles, and items. Is it this one? No. Maps and encounter data. Here we go. Okay. So floor 1, I need Great Lynx. Or can I get them from the floor 2? I need Great Lynx for its mountain claw. And then I need the frog for its frog tongue. Okay, let's see here. What has the highest chance of forest frog? Okay, looks like this middle section. There we go. Hi, Semi. I'm just doing a little grinding stream. Well, not like experience grinding. It's another situation where actually here I could join a VC so that you can see my PNG tuber. Give me a second. I'll just pop in here. Why not? There we go. Like item farming, yes. So the tents that we use in this game, the thing that like lets us rest at certain rest spots in dungeons, that is also a limited quantity, like the revival and the TP restoration items. Shut up. I shouldn't do it without them. I really shouldn't do it without them. I really shouldn't do it without them. Yeah. And also we're doing money grinding because we got very poor. I really shouldn't do it without them. No one will know. Don't tell anybody. No one will know. No, no, no. No one will know. Right? No one will know. It'll be our little secret. Shh. I will. No one will believe you. God damn it. What the frick? Get back here. One, two, three, and four. Yeah, they're real class acts, I have to say. They complain a lot less when I kill them. I need something fast. Gotcha. I didn't even get that much XP. We're fine. It was mostly so that I could level up my farmers so that I can gather more, see? See? That's it. And now I went up from gathering 14 to gathering 20. Or 12 to 20. Are they all farmers? Yes, they are. Do they still have skill points to use? They do, they each have one. I could give rare items at harvesting points. That could be good for money. I do need that. Waste not. Item drop rate at battle increases. I could use this. Because increased battle rewards would be really good for... For now, I'll do this. I'm just gonna give them each 1 point in Earth's Bounty. Okay. Let me actually put on auto for this real quick. Let me make sure that this is the correct route. Oh, I have like this whole area that I could do. Hold on. In that case, let me just do like... Oh, wait, hold on. Very important. They do this. There we go. Okay. Wait, hold on. This is not the enemy type that I need. The farmers need to not die. That is an important aspect, is that the farmers need to live. Let's hide that. There we go. This is gonna be my my gameplay for the next little bit here. Wait, can I even encounter the frickin' what's it called here? Make them stronger than they won't? if they die, they die. Let me make sure, because this is pink group. Yeah, there's a 20% chance for the Great Lynx, and then 15 for Forest Frog, Durian, and then 15 for Fanged Fish, Forest Frog. So I just need to make sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Because there doesn't seem to be any other area with like a high population. Like I can do group 3, which has a high chance of Great Lynx. I guess I can switch to this after I get a bunch of pieces from the forest frogs. But the frogs come first. Wow, they're weak. Wow, they're weak. I might give them like a better default weapon. No, they can't equip anything! They're weaklings, I forgot! That's an interesting thing to consider, because each time one of them levels up, if I put a point into Earth's bounty with them, I'll think about that. How are you guys all doing tonight? I hung out a lot in Vino's art server, but I didn't really draw that much. I like doodled here and there, but I didn't really create anything, which is unfortunate. Hello, Great Lynx. I need you. That was fast. Hold on, wait, I can make this faster. I can make this a good bit faster. First things first, field. Movement speeds are gonna be fast. And then, people look at flashcards for class. That sounds like fun. And then I can just hold the A button down. There we go. And I need something to hold the A button down for me. Do I have anything in the area? Or the spacebar button? I'll use my 3DS. 3DS, hold the spacebar button down. There we go. And I just sit back. What class is it for? Cost accounting? I see. What's your major, anywho? If you don't mind me asking. Is it like finance? Froggy! I wish I was able to tab out. I can't actually tab out, or it like does this. Otherwise I'd be drawn right now, I'm gonna be real with you. Done with finance classes, they messed you up. Oh, the unfortunate stress of capitalism. You're not vibing with your art. I feel that. Okay. Inventory's full. Hey, stop. There you go. Sell everything. That's the wrong place. Mountain Claw. Slimy Leg. Let me make sure that those are the two things we need. No, I need Frog Cheek. How the frick do I get Frog Cheek? Etrian Odyssey. That better not be a rare drop. Etrian Odyssey 3. Forest Frog. Hmm. I've got no idea. I don't think I got anything from that. It's just a low chance? Oh, come on. Fine, is there a group that has a higher density of frogs? Let me check. Encounter groups. Oh, there's not. Nope, that area looks like the highest. I think. Like, there's a 26% chance of forest frogs in group 2, but only one forest frog. What about floor 2? Forest frog, gigapede. Hmm. No. No, it doesn't look like it. Wait, hold on. Oh, but that's just a night encounter? That kind of, hold on, maybe here. No. It drops it from a 30% chance to a 25%, which, eh. Enter the labyrinth. Waterfall Woods. Back to the lab again, I suppose. Hold on, wait, did they level up? They did. Let's do another point in Earth's bounty. Why not? What level am I? Okay. All right, I should probably give them... I should go back and heal them and then give them a better weapon. Better be cheap. Oh, hold on. Farmer can equip the large hatchet. Hi, Demi. Look who it is. How's it going, Demi? How was your birthday? Why are the farmers allowed to equip a kunai? Oh, I guess farmers can just equip daggers? Well, just came from bowling? Ooh, that sounds fun. I thought the most versatile weapon class was the books. I'm pretty sure they're still there, but let me just, like, I don't want to save over. Just want infinite money off cam. What the frick? Hello, Tech. How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, everyone's still here. Okay. How you doing, boss? In a bit. I'm doing nothing interesting on this stream. The interesting streams are on Thursday. This is just me wanting to, like, not have to grind money on actual stream where we do important stuff. So I'm taking it upon myself to getting it out of the way now for our team. Kirby's warm on a string toy, but on my life, so we're good. An unfortunate struggle. How's Kirby doing? How's Sai doing? It's been a bit since I've talked to both of you. Oh, I thought for a second they only did one damage. That's still pitiful damage. Holy frick, that was not worth the money. That was not worth the money. They still can't kick. They still can't kill like a thing by itself. That's so stupid. Farmers are useless. Oh, they leveled up. Yippee. I guess I should start putting points in getting helpless. I was big eeping and has been doing a few comms. That's fun. Vino is not a farmer. Vino is the farmer. There's a difference. That's good to hear. You guys have been vibing then? What's going on Twitter? Man, I wish I was gonna be able to. I wish I could draw why this is happening. Because even if I was able to bully someone into parsecing so that they could hold the space button down or something, I would still need to have the game focused, or else it would, like, it does this. So I can't. I guess I should probably level up the farmers real quick. Okay. Tech, this has been a ton of fun. If we ever get the time, I'd totally be down to just like host like a personal version of this where we all pick a class and make character art and all that jazz. Just buy a second computer to use Twitter on. Oh no, I want like a second computer to draw. But like, this has been really, really fun to host. I wouldn't mind doing it again. Why did I go to me? No, but it needs to be level 3. Oh. Just not on stream, I'm guessing. Yeah, because that way we could do it more than once a month A, or once a week A, and B, we won't have to like dedicate it to every single time. And this is literally PQ. It is! Though there's some quality of life features from Persona Q and Persona Q2 that are sorely lacking in this game, but like, the gist is there. The gameplay loop is very similar. Plus, I think it'd be cool to have everyone like, because your art's been kind of popping off like crazy. That like drip image that you made goes insane. That's true too. I just realized that too, because it could be like, not everybody has to be there, like a D&D campaign. We could have like multiple party members and then just like fill it in if necessary. I think you can use emojis. But I get the idea. That sounds sick, actually. Yeah, we can just, because you can have up to 30 reserve slots, so we can just have like a rotating team of people if some people can't make it, and then just play through the game with whoever's around. The art we did for this game still goes crazy. I've shown it to you and the others already, but like, I have concerns. We'll just give everybody What is it? That like common ability that gives them XP when they're in the reserve. Oh, but yeah, Tech, this entire like system that we've done with all of like the Magnum energy, I love that. True, actually. I love the, oh man, if it weren't for the fact that it took like literally like 20 plus hour of like actually drawing to make the image, I'd love to draw more of them, but it actually took me way too long. Just because there was like a lot of minute details, like the speed paint that you can, where the time lapse that you can export when you work in Clip Studio Paint is like 10-15 minutes long, and that's sped up, so that's insane. That's way too much drawing. But like our whole party goes crazy. We've been dabbling with, because the cool thing about this game, Tech, right, is that you can subclass in it, which means that you can have all of the abilities of a second bonus class, or like at least the entire skill tree of it. So we've all made 2 copies of all of our artwork, one pre-subclassing and one post-subclassing, which I think is kind of cool. Ooh. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'll do that. And so we have like a lot of custom art. That's a lot of frog cheek. That's good. So like, I'll show you, I'll unveil the mystery a little bit here, because what I did when we needed to swap out the subclass art is you can actually change any portrait from any character at any point. So what we did, or what I did, because I'm a genius, is that if we look at, we'll start at Ninja. So there's Umi there. There's Umi there. And then if I go to the second page, there's subclass Umi. Umi is our ninja, who is also our Zodiac, which is the spellcaster. So his art replaces his like scroll, his ninja scroll, with like elemental talismans, which I think is quite cool. We have our monk, that's Ed. He's a monk, so he like staff and all that jazz. But he subclasses into the Sovereign, which is like the royalty class. So he gets a little crown. His staff turns into the staffs that all the royals get. You get some earrings, some minor stuff. The Arbalist, Poss. This is our like crossbowman. He subclasses into Gladiator, which is all about like incredibly heavy attack buffs, so he looks a little crazy now, and he's like, his tail is melting. Farmer, Vino. Farmer is mostly just like a gathering class, but has a very interesting ability in that you get more XP from fights if they survive to the end of the battle. And at level 10, which is what it's at, I think it's like a flat 30% XP buff, just like across the board. And then he turns into our tank. So he gets a giant shield, he gets like plated armor on his dress, and then you can see his little sword there at the bottom by his sheep. The sheep's name is Bram, by the way. And then obviously you have me, who starts as like a Shogun, which is, how do I describe the Shogun? It's like, it's weird. I can equip 2 swords, but my defense is terrible. But I have a really cool ability that lets me follow up every attack in my team's party with my own. I am playing a damage Shogun, because the support Shogun looked boring. And also we have Ed. And then I subclass in a ninja, so I get the little kitsune mask that the ninjas get, plus a scarf, and I think it looks quite cool. Should add glow to the eyes. And then all of our art, we have, you know, we have the like status portraits here on the right. We also have, oh, here, I could show you why it looks like that. This is what the ninjas' scarves look like. So I based it off of this. Particularly the colors of this one. I also gave the Kitsune mask like an eye that actually like makes it look like it's alive. But like we have all of our artists for like the status screen, which is what you see here, like the large portrait. Then we have our battle sprites, which are all different, and then our like success sprites, which are all different as well. It's been a lot of work, but it's been very fun. And then yeah, if you see here at the top, you can subclass. So you have this entire skill tree from your main class, and then this entire skill tree from your subclass. So that's why I like Etrian Odyssey so much. It's a lot of you literally get to build your own character. Let's gather a little bit. Yeah, but even if you make a trash fire unit, you can get back all of your skill points to reallocate them at the cost of 5 levels. It's not 5 anymore. I can double check. How did they die? Oh my god. Roman numeral. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm doing like grinding, but I'm not doing like XP grinding, I'm doing material grinding, because the cringe part about these games is that the revival item and the MP recovering item in this game costs stuff. Like it costs materials. You can't just buy them infinitely forever. So I've been doing a couple of these streams where I just like gather a bunch of stuff off stream so that people don't have to deal with it. Oh, also look at the top. You can see my my battle sprite here. But farmers are really good at gathering. Even if they're dead, you get like a bunch of attempts to gather at different locations. So that's what I'm doing here. Provided I don't die. Also the music. The music is modded. The original game soundtrack is like the FM soundtrack, right? Which is nice. It sounds fine, but it's like from the DS. I manually went out of my way, in addition to the UI update that I've been posting a lot in the server, manually went out of my way to find remakes and remasters of the songs from Etrian Odyssey 3 and swapping them out so that we had like a modern soundtrack instead of like the plinks and plocks. I am putting in a lot of work into this. It's mostly just because I feel like a DM, like I wanted this to be as interesting as a like playthrough for my players as possible. I'm surprised they're alive. Because then they left crusty audio. Unlucky. Something that the modders probably had to fix. Can I just auto this? Nope, 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 nope. Learn my lesson, learn my lesson, learn my lesson, learn my lesson, learn my lesson. Holy frick. Okay. Right now, Tech, I'm playing a... I'll show you afterwards. Because there's a lot of build variety that you could go for with... Nice. It was bound to happen. She wasn't gonna last long. Yikes. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of XP. I should probably not be doing that. But here, check this out, Tech. So these are all the skills, right? So if I wanted to, this stuff down here is like party buffing and stuff like that. There's a lot of really interesting things the Shogun can do. You get second sword so that you can equip 2 weapons. You know, katana mastery. You have Morning Star and Twilight Hour. There's like a day-night system in the Etrian Odyssey games, so they do more damage and slash more times depending on if it's day or night. Depending on the one I use, Morning Star would be like up into, I think, like 6 p.m. and then Twilight Hour is like 6 p.m. to like midnight or something like that. 5-ring sword. It slices 2 to 3 times, but if I'm dual wielding, it gets doubled, so it becomes like 2 to 6 times, so it can hit a lot. I have Endure, so I just have like a 80% chance to survive a hit with 1 HP once per battle. I only got this so that I can get Execution, which is such a silly ability. Basically, anytime anybody, both the enemy and my allies, falls below 15% HP, there's a 60% chance that I kill them instantly, both my party and the enemy. Like it's like an actual coin toss, slightly weighted on the side of getting them killed. I have access to Bloody Lance, where each time I deal the final blow on an enemy or an ally, I get a buff. Mostly Ed. Yeah, Ed's been on the receiving end of that something fierce lately. I don't get it. But Bloody Lance has been a ton of fun. Each time you deal a final blow on an enemy or an ally, again, you deal increased damage for the rest of the fight, and that stacks and can't be removed. And me doing Execution like instantly, because Execution isn't just if I bring them below 15%, it's if anybody brings them below 15%, I can jump in and just end their life. And if that happens, that triggers Bloody Lance to give me the buff. Unified Spirit, I need it in order to get Warrior's Might, but it is useful. There are these things in this game called binds. There's head binds, leg binds, and arm binds. They basically affect the abilities that you can use. So like if you're a spellcaster and your head gets bound, you can't cast any spells. If you're like a physical ability user and your arms get bound, you can't use any abilities. If you use like evasion buffs or stuff like that and your legs get bound, your dodge chance gets set to 0. And you can't run from fights. So Unified Spirit is my way to like nullify bind effects so that I can still use all of my abilities, but I have to use it before I get a bind, not after. Let's see. I have plans to get Great Warrior eventually so that I can increase my attack and defense. I actually have a game plan. Check this out, right? So I'm subclassing into Ninja, and Ninja is about 2 things mainly. Ninja is about landing status ailments, and it's about evasion. So if you look at Knife Mastery up here, you get Shadow Bind, which has a leg bind chance. You get Azuna, which has a petrification chance, which is an instant kill. You get, where is it? Caltrops, which is a poison chance. You get Beheading, where your default attacks can just instantly kill as well. You get, where is it? Mirror. You get Mirror, so if somebody is suffering from a status ailment on like the enemy team, you can spread that to everybody on the enemy team. So that's like the status ailment side, but you also have Concealment. Concealment is just like a passive buff to your evasion, which just increases your chance of dodging altogether. I think it caps at 35% at level 10. Then you get an ability here called Ninpo Smoke, which sacrifices half of your HP for a significant evasion boost. Once I get this to level 8, that is a 65% increase to my evasion, plus Concealment's 35, which means if I don't get affected by any kind of like evasion debuff abilities or anything like that, that gives me an 100% dodge chance, right? Now throw in this ability here, Reflexes. Each time I dodge an attack, I can recover TP, which is this game's mana. So the pipeline is getting that to max so that I have a guaranteed dodge chance, and then do this so I can get TP back, because Shogun has the Great Warrior ability, which increases my attack and defense, but draws enemies' attacks to me. So I do this after I guarantee my evasion, and then, yeah, it does. It's kind of crazy. So I do Great Warrior after I stack my evasion so that I never get hit, but then also everybody targets me, and then I get mana back whenever I dodge an attack. I go crazy. I'm so excited for that to happen. That's like what this game is. It's just you make the craziest, wackiest combos, and that's why I love it so much. Oh, and then Ninpo Double. Ninpo Double is crazy. You split your HP and your TP to create a fully controllable double that has all of the abilities that you do. So I have Warrior Might, which lets me follow up every attack that every ally does the turn that I use it. So if I have 2 clones that do that, and the rest of my 44 party members attack an enemy, both of my clones hit that, that literally triples the amount of times every enemy, or like, no, yeah, triples the amount of times every enemy gets hit. And I follow up on, like, I don't follow up on multi-hit, but I follow up on attacks that hit multiple people. So if there's like a line of 5 enemies and then somebody uses a move that hits all 5, I'll follow up on all 5 enemies. That's I love this game. It's so wacky. Let's gather a little bit more. Oh, god damn it. Ew! This thing. So I don't have much in the way of attack skills right now, but believe you me, I'm getting there. Gathering is not unlimited. I'll show you. Because I have a gathering party of farmers. I'll explain it in just a second. Oh, he's not hitting me. Okay. Really? Am I gonna die here? Whatever. Okay. There we go. I'm fine. I was almost not fine, but I'm fine. Here we go. So on the top right here is how many times you can chop, mine, and take. If you look at the map real quick, there's different symbols. Like the one that I'm on right now is the one that looks like this, the little hand symbol. That's a take point. So once I run out of that, I can't take anymore until I go home and like rest at a place. But I still have 20 points in chop, which is this one, and then 20 points in mine, which is I believe on the next floor down. Yeah, there it is. Hi, Ed. Or, not Ed, E. Sorry. I saw E, and then I saw Demi say, honestly, I can't wait for the Ed glow up, and I conflated the two in my head. The reason I'm able to gather that much is if you look at the farmers, they have a skill called Harvestry. Why is Nightbot being so annoying? I'm gonna kill Nightbot. He's coming around back with me. But Harvestry gives you a point in chopping, mining, and taking, and I gave it to each of my farmers. So I have 20 points in each. I don't want to fight. I only have one escape chance because of because of my situation here. There we go. Oh, and then also in this game is this thing here called the Forge system. So we get different hammers throughout the game that apply like different effects to them. So you can take your weapon, you can press Forge on it, you get these little slots here at the bottom, like these empty slots that are just like the blue, you can fit with any of these like little things, and they'll just like change how your weapon works. So like attack will increase your attack power, hit will increase your accuracy. You can have a chance of just making it so that your weapons can bind randomly. You can increase your stats like strength, tech, and vitality. You can just have a random chance of inflicting status ailments like blind, sleep, and poison. And then you could just give it like elements as well if you really wanted to. You could just be like, oh, my dagger does lightning now, which I think is quite cool. So there's a lot of systems in this game for customization, which I think is quite cool. It's why I've been so invested in like making this whole stream setup thing in general, is just so that I could like play this, but with a party of 5 people and not just by myself. And all things considered, it's been going pretty well. I'm very thankful that being it like swapping out the portraits is actually quite easy. It makes all of this possible. And don't even get me started on like the huge UI fix I did for the game to like modernize it a bit. Like that took me an actual month of work. But I think it was worth it. This feels like the definitive way to play Etrian Odyssey 3 IMO. Molten Caves. I'm gonna grab all of these hand spots, and I'm gonna go pick up, They have no HP. I know you commented on it, but like that clip of where, or that highlight, I guess, because it was longer than a clip, of where I was like soloing the mini boss, it felt so good. Like I was so close to almost completely like saving the entire party, and that felt amazing. I was cooking something fierce with that one. Egg. I don't want to deal with the egg. And stop watching it. That's why I love this game. It happened again. I wonder if I should clip it. It happened again where we were fighting the boss of this stratum, which is like a giant robot gatekeeper with lightning attacks that could split its body into 2 pieces. And once again, it was me and my clone and Umi, and we made it so close to the end. Its health was in the red, but then it split and it just landed one lucky shot on me and I was cooked. It was such a satisfying round. Tense moments like that in this game is why I love it so much, and then throw in the fact that it's banter with like a party of people that are all invested in like seeing the team win, and you get such a fun experience. So yeah, when me and my friends are done with Etrian Odyssey 3 and you and others have time, I would totally be down to like host our own little personal session of this. Get you guys to make a bunch of art, throw it in the game, open up Parsec, and we can do this ourselves. How many inventory spots do I have left? The only thing is I'm probably going to be a Shogun Ninja again because I don't want to create new artwork. Speedbook, I forgot about that. We did not use that. Etrian Friend's such a revolutionary thing that it looks so fun. I'm genuinely really happy to hear you say that. Especially you, because you're the Etrian, like, master. So Tech, all of your stats, these like things on the left, strength affects your attack, tech affects your elemental attack, etc, etc. They can go up to 99. They usually have their own curve at which they go up while you level up, but you get access to these things called books, which are very rare finds that permanently increase a stat on a unit like once. And it's really cool. So you can use this to sort of like make up for differences or build a character to be even stronger. There's a lot of build variety in this game. Like a genuine ton. Let me see if I can... Freedom Galore. I want to show you... I'm gonna nerd out some more, Tech, I'm sorry. Because you're here. I'm forcing you to listen. I'm not. You could leave at any time. But if we look at the Sovereign real quick, this is like the party buffer. So you get access to... Attack order and guard order. These are just like passive line attack boosts and passive line defense boosts. Buffs that you can give to like either the front row or the back row. But they lead into these things here. So firearms, freeze arms, and shock arms. The Sovereign can just give an elemental affinity to one party member. So if like an enemy is weak to fire, and you have a unit that only knows like physical attacks that aren't elemental typed, instead of having them use the physical attacks that aren't super effective, you can just throw an element on their weapon and then just have them start wailing on them and it'll do like bonus damage. Here at the top in guard order, you have prevent order. Status ailments and like buffs and debuffs are like a huge thing in this game because each enemy and each ally can have up to 3 buffs and 3 debuffs, and they usually only last a certain amount of turns. And then you can only have like 1 ailment at once, but each one does like a pretty hefty amount of stuff. Like paralysis makes you slower, lowers your dodge chance, and gives you a chance of like skipping your turn. Poison does percentage. No, I think poison does flat damage, but it could be pretty hefty, stuff like that. Prevent order just like lets you negate the next time you would have received a status effect. You get access to Ad Nihilo, which just erases all enemy enchantments. So like enemies like attack and defense and evasion buffs, you can just wipe them out and do damage while you're at it. You get access to Negotiation, Inspire, and Knighthood. You can specify an ally to act first, so if you like really need somebody to like heal immediately, you can just, and then they do it. Inspire lets you dispel all stat increases on 1 row, but it recovers their mana. So it's kind of like if you only have 1 more turn of a buff, you could just cash out a little early and get like mana for it. They get access to Royal Veil, Triumphant Cry, and Monarch March. Triumphant Cry gives you HP to everybody at the end of the turn if you're alive, and a Monarch March just recovers HP as you step through the dungeon, so you don't have to like spend a bunch on like recovering the TP of your healer. Even the healer in this game is super interesting because half of their stuff is just doing a bunch of damage, and then half of the stuff was like healing. So like Fist Mastery, the monk doesn't actually use a weapon. They do a bunch more damage if they're unarmed. And then you get access to Kaioken, which just has like high damage strike attack that has a chance of paralysis. Breakfire Fist, that attacks multiple times. The more you level it up, the more times it attacks, up to 2 to 5. You get access to Darkness Fist, which sacrifices HP to attack everybody and has a chance of inflicting Curse, which is crazy because Curse in this game makes it so that when somebody with Curse attacks, they take damage equal to, I think it's 50% of the damage that they dealt. So if you can inflict that on an enemy, they're going to be kind of cooked. You get access to Counter and Retaliate, which gives you a chance of countering physical and elemental attacks respectively. And then the healing is its own thing, where, you know, healing just is a health ability. You get Refresh that lets you remove any status ailment. If you level it up to level 4, you get to target a whole row instead of just one person. And then at level 7, it targets everybody. So eventually, if you put like a bunch of stuff into this, you can just like flash recover the statuses of like an entire party. Same thing with unbind, it removes any bind. Unlike status effects, which you can only have one of, you can get all 3 binds if you're not careful. So like you can get a head, arm, and leg bind, which would suck, so you don't want to do that. And then you have access to line heal, which heals like a whole line. Full heal, which fully heals somebody back up to full HP. Leveling this up just reduces its cost down to eventually 18 from frickin' 34. You get party heal, which does what it says on the tin. Resurrect, which you get very early in this game, all things considered. Aesthetic deeds, which gives you health each time you use like an ability in battle, so this is good for like self-preservation. So like when you heal everybody, you also heal yourself. Let's see here. Zodiac has something very interesting. Dark Ether goes crazy. It just makes whatever row you pick not actually cost any MP to use any of their abilities for the turn that you use it on. So like you can set up a turn where everybody uses like their super strong abilities and then just make it free. Why is it a level 1 skill? I don't know. Well, I guess it's because its TP is 18. So if you only put it into that at like the very beginning, you'll be able to cast it like twice and then that's it. Leveling it up just makes it cheaper. And then it goes into something crazy here. Singularity goes insane. So you just deal a flat bonus to your damage whenever you target an enemy's weakness. So like you can upgrade the stars to make them deal more damage, but that actually gets like massively outclassed by just upgrading singularity, because singularity also affects like physical attacks. So if an enemy is weak to like a dagger, which is slashing damage, you'll deal bonus damage with that on top of dealing bonus damage if you use like an element. If you level up your fire star and your binary star, so fire star is like the stars are the single target ones, the binaries are the entire enemy targeting ones, and then the prophecy abilities prevents an attack of that element and then counters with your own. So like if you know an enemy is prone to using a certain element, you can literally just like no sell it. Granted, your counterattack isn't going to do much damage because if they use that ability, they're probably not going to be weak to it. But being able to no sell like an enemy's like attack just fully is very useful. You get Etheric Charge, which is charge moves but for elemental abilities. Throw on Etheric Return, which gives you TP each time you defeat an enemy. There's like a lot of stuff with the Zodiac here. Throw in the Arbalist, which just has access to like a bunch of like ranged abilities. They're very slow. They're not the fastest class, but you have access to like a really heavy single target. You have access to a pierce attack on all enemies with status ailments, a pierce attack to all enemies that are bound at any level, so like head, arm, or leg binds. You can do strafe, which just attacks enemies at random. We didn't have a Zodiac at the beginning of our run, so our only elemental damage was our Arbalist, because you get access to Fire, Ice, and Volt Barrage, which are elemental attacks that hit the entire enemy team. This was very useful against the first boss, because we had nothing. It was rough. You get Cloudbuster, which shoots a bolt into the sky, and the next turn it rains down pierce damage on all enemies. It does a lot of damage. Our Arbalist has gone crazy, and combined with the Gladiator, which gains access to these 3 abilities at the bottom here. Wait. Oh, these 4 abilities at the bottom here. Berserker Vow. Sacrifice your HP to raise physical attack power. He leveled that up pretty high. I think using it, he drops down like 60% now. And then Avenger he got because he needed it to get charged, but Wolf Howl decreases enemy defense for 4 turns. So he Wolf Howls to increase defense, and then Berserker Vows to increase physical attack. Then he does a charge, which increases damage on the following turn's attack. And then he goes in with a Cloudbuster, and it does like 800 damage. It is easily like our highest attack combo in the game right now. But if you just do raw gladiator, you get access to, you basically pick. You either go with sword mastery or club mastery. And then if you go sword mastery, you get access to these skills here. You do club mastery, you get access to these skills here. Regardless of which one you do, I believe you get like one element each. Weird the blade or unga bunga, true. And then you get access, I think people go club usually because you get access to 9 smashes, which level 10 attacks 2 to 9 times with pretty rough accuracy, but does a lot of damage, especially if you stack it with the Berserker Foul Wolf Howl Charge. It like actually is one of the highest damage like things in the game if you can consistently land this, which works well with the Arbalist, because the Arbalist I believe has Pop Flare, which increases the aim of allies for 3 turns. Not always do 9 smashes. I don't know. I didn't create the name of the move, unfortunately. Even Farmer, which is mostly just like gathering, has access to Lullaby, which has a chance of putting the entire enemy team to sleep, and Strange Seeds, which get planted at the beginning of the turn, and then at the end of the turn, every enemy just has to roll like a dice to whether or not they get their head, arm, or leg bound, and that happens for every enemy. This has saved us a surprisingly amount when it comes to boss fights and FOE fights, because a big thing about Etrian Odyssey is that status effects are actually useful in this game, like landing ailments and stuff like that. Like in most RPGs, you get access to like poison ability, and you'll never use it because by the time poison takes effect, you could just kill it with a spell. In this game, you can actually land those. Like you can actually, I landed poison on the final boss of the previous game on the first turn. Like it happens. You can make it work, which I think is quite fun. There's a lot here. Buccaneer gets access to guns or rapiers, and depending on which one you pick, you get access to like different skills as well. Rapiers, you get access to physical typed chasers. Poison shreds for some reason. Yes, it doesn't do as much in Persona Q. Persona Q's poison is insane. But by the end of Etrian Odyssey 1, I didn't realize how good poison was. I inflict on an enemy, it does like 300 damage a turn. It's still pretty damn good. But in this, for the Buccaneer, you can either pick the rapier or the gun. You get access to chase skills, which is like a weaker version of Warrior Might from the Shogun, because you only follow up 1, but you can either follow it up with like any of like the physical abilities, so you get access to like piercing and bashing damage. But if you do gun, then you get access to following it up with like elemental type weapons, so if you don't have like a mage, or your mage is doing other things, you'll still have access to like elements, and then you get access to little buffs down here. Every class has their thing. The prevalence of follow-ups. They had to change them later because follow-ups got too good. They changed them to like link skills, which is what we have in Persona Q and Persona Q2, which still works quite well, but like we never got Warrior Might again, and I think that's for a good reason, if I could be perfectly honest with you. Even the hoplite, which is like the tank of the game, so you think that play would be kind of boring, has access to a very interesting system here. So you use Spear Mastery because you can use like lances and stuff like that to get access to a move called Switch Stab, which lets you switch the line that you're on, either front row or back row. That synergizes with Line Guard, which lowers defense or lowers damage taken to 1 row, but is more effective if it's used on the same row as the hoplite. So like you can jump to the back row if they're low on HP and then use Line Guard, and it'd be more effective than if you used it from the front row. And on top of that, you get access to Long Stride, which is a piercing attack that pierces all enemies and just does a bunch more damage from the back, but you take a damage penalty when you're in the back, so then you can use Switch Stab to go back up to the front to use Blitz Ritter here, which is a lightning type stab attack, so even the hoplite gets access to elements. And then on top of that, level up Provoke to level 5, you can get access to Parry and Magic Parry, which is just a flat 50% chance passive of just fully negating a physical or elemental attack just entirely. And it only caps at level 5 too, so you don't have to put like a ton of points into it. It goes crazy. You get access to the elemental walls here, so if you know if an enemy type uses a specific element, you can do this. But if you max out any of the walls, it turns from a damage reduction to an entire damage negation. So if it matches the type of the wall you put up, your entire party is immune. There's something else the ninja has too. It's kind of broken. It's called Mystic Comb. It reduces the amount of skills, the amount of points all of your skills take. And at max level, it is a, I think it's just like a 9 TP reduced cost to every ability that you could ever learn, which goes kind of crazy. A lot of our ninja skills cost 1 skill point per turn, or like one MP. He never runs out. It's kind of insane. What if I just store all this stuff, actually? Let me store... Demi, I'm gonna count on you to remember that I'm gonna store the magic book. Yeah, sorry for talking your ear off there, by the way. I had a lot to say, because I like this game a lot. I see. 18 items held. I need to store some stuff so that I have more room to gather. Let's save real quick. If we were to do this tech, do you know what class you would main and subclass? Or like have a rough idea? Also, don't mind that I have the Shogun. You're not actually supposed to start with that. Oh, thank you for the clip. I will actually remember it easier that way. You're not supposed to start with the Shogun or the Igdroid. Those are tied to the different routes that you can take in this game. I took a lot of damage there. Like Drift or Snuffer if we do custom art? True. Drip would go kind of crazy. Your D&D character to the world of Etrian Odyssey, which is basically just DS&D like you said earlier. Yeah, come on, level 3 farmer. You should be able to last longer than that. They're like level 7, but you get the idea. Funny Gunbird. Oh, true. And then you can make a... If you use Drip, you can make Drip a Buccaneer and then give him a gun. Gunbird Real. Also, because I know the dimensions of like the stats of like the bars and stuff for like combat sprites, you could have like the barrel of the gun slightly extending past the window of the thing to give it like a little bit of depth. I think that'd look crazy for a for like a battle portrait. Because like if you look at my portrait, like the hair is slightly sticking out. For bosses, the ears go past it. Just like small stuff like that, because it does have to stay within the confines of this box, but as long as you can fit it there, you could stick it out. Like I have a little bit of the mask sticking from like above the top. Just small stuff like that. And then again, you could have like the victory sprite be different from the status sprite be different from the combat sprite, so you can have like a lot of personalization. Where is the... I wonder if... Ah, here it is. So I should have probably grabbed that. Or is good at surviving. I gotta give her props. But here, if I go back to like an area where I can actually kill the enemies that I fight, I can show you what I'm talking about. That's good money. Let's go back here, treatment. Okay, I'll just go to like the first stratum real quick. Whoops. Here we go. Whoops. There we go. They do. Me just dragging around like a line of farmer corpses. Nice. Oh, I didn't actually say. So like tech, because the game doesn't force you to use like the same image. So like my status screen is like the full body thing here. You can see like the full character. And then we go into combat and you can see... Everyone's scared of me. Rightfully so. Yeah, and the combat screen, you can see that it has its unique sprite here on the left as well, which is also completely different. Him unsheathing his sword and looking down the glow eyes. And then if you get to the victory screen, you can see this is also its entirely different image. It's like Sully with an even bigger glowing eye. You can see his reflection in the katana. Like all three of these images can be entirely separate, so you can personalize a lot in this. And like my entire, let me switch to my main group real quick. I want to show it off. If I go to formation, call party. So we have like our entire party here, which is, yeah. So like that's what like the status screen looks like. But then if we go into combat real quick. Then you can see, you know, mine is the one where I'm unsheathing the sword. Vino has their back to the thing. You can see that the ears and like the shirt are slightly extending past the border. You can see Ed here. He's in a more different like battle stance. You can see Poss's previous art had him having one of his like ballista bullets in his mouth, but then when he's subclassing the gladiator, he crunches it now and his eye is like the evil one. And then Umi, he's got like the kunai like swinging on his finger. And then the victory screen all has our unique art too. You can see Vino and Bram, the like sheep. They're like side by side, as doing a little peace sign. Poss is doing like a hippie. Umi's looking at you with bedroom eyes. Like, we put a lot of personality into our character portraits, is I guess what I'm trying to say. And like you're able to, which I think is quite cool. Back into the forest for little old me. I need more money for my party. Let's do gathering of the hand stuff. So yeah, between like the art and the party customization, I'm a huge fan of the Etrian series that we've been running along. I've been archiving them too so that I could watch them later. They're actually quite good background sound. It's a bit narcissistic, but I do play them while I'm just like drawing and stuff. It's good, just like background audio. I did not mean to do that, but I got lucky. Also a cute idea I had. I was talking with E about it, but it could work for like a full thing if you're like not having enough, like you don't have enough spaces but you have a lot of people, is like when you unlock subclassing, because it's 2 classes, you could theoretically have it so that like art-wise, like your main class and your subclass could just be 2 people together, and then you just have like the appropriate art for it where it's like 2 people in a portrait and stuff like that. So the individual person has to bicker basically with themselves and the person that they're subclassing with to like decide what to do on their turn and stuff like that. It's been a lot of fun. It seems like a silly concept. I like, cause like part of me wants to do it with like a me main classing something and then having a subclass in like a mage or something, and then just having like a Thine on my shoulder. Enter the labyrinth. Let's grab some more. I did not mean to do that. Again, I'm pushing my luck there. Also in this game, they were very generous with, like, you know that revival items usually cost an arm and a leg in these games, and TP recovery, like mana recovering items. In this one, they decided to be kind and nice. So if we go to the shop really quickly, the TP recovery items, well, let me sell what I have right now. It's a lot of money. Atlas hates mana recovery. Well, check this out. In this game specifically, the TP recovery item, which is buffed in this game to recover 50 instead of Etrian Odyssey's one's 15, is just 150. And then their revival item in this game is just 20. Or not 20, it's just 50. Their basic healing, which heals like 50-ish, I think, is just 20, and then their Medica 2, which is like 150 HP, is like just 60. They made healing in this game a lot cheaper to make up for the game, that they make up for the fact that the game is a good bit harder, which I quite enjoy. Like, one Emerita is enough to like have somebody survive for like an extra 4 turns. I'm still waiting to get my combo where I can get perfect evasion and then just generate infinite mana by just evading every attack after making myself the prime target so that I'm focused. I have grand strategies. The juice is in fact worth the squeeze. You know what? I'm gonna kill them as a treat to myself. This one's weak to slashing. Might as well. They do no damage. Oh my lord. How are they missing? Well, I know why they're missing me. Why are they missing all the farmers that are at 1 HP? Sure. There we go. And I can grab a little bit more. Or I can buff the XP they get. Much to think about. Oh, Tech, if you went Buccaneer with a gun, do you know what you would subclass? The only thing is you can't... So each class has one, like, class-specific trait that you can't get if you subclass it. Like, the ninja's ability to lower the cost of TP, you can't get that if you subclass into a ninja, but you can if you main a ninja. So, like, if you were to do Zodiac, like you said, you wouldn't get access to the class ability to just do flat increases to all of your elemental damage, but you would still get access to everything else. That actually worked out, huh? Because you would already be doing elemental damage, and then you can throw in similarity, which would just increase the damage you did when you linked with enemies, or with teammates. That would go kind of crazy. Getting me big thinking now. You have no idea how much me and my party nerded out about this. There's this thing that you can search up on Google called EO3 Skill Simulator. You can feed in what level you're assuming that you would be at. It would give you like a plethora of skill points. It like gives you the like percentage math for all of the abilities you could do. And then you can like allocate your fake pseudo skill points. Then you can export it out as like a text document so that you have it as a reference for when you want to build your character. Like we've used that a lot because it's been very useful for like figuring out the math of a lot of stuff. That's how I found out that at level 8 plus level 10 concealment, I would have an 100% evasion chance. I would not have known it without that. People go nuts for this game. Something fierce. Let me actually really quickly, because let me give you the system that our Arbalist, the Arbalist Gladiator is using to deal their metric frick ton of damage. Etrian Odyssey 3 Skill Simulator. So our Arbalist is a Arbalist Gladiator. So they're putting a bunch of skill points into, you need, I think charge is level 2 right now. Berserker Vow, I believe, is level 5. No, I think it might be 6 because it's 60% of his HP. So at this point in time, Berserker Vow increases 60% damage. We throw in Charge, which deals... Jesus Christ. Which deals an extra 220% damage. And Wolf Howl lowers the enemy's defense by 11%, or if they have an ailment, 32%. Throw this on top of their ability that they use a lot, which is Cloudbuster, which at level 5, which is what it's at right now, deals 250% damage. So it's 250% damage with a 220% plus a 60% modifier on enemies that are debuffed with an 11% debuff to their defense. That's what he's running right now. Like, he wouldn't have known any of those numbers without the skill simulator, but now that he knows it, he's gone insane. Good God. There's more. No. So that's the party dynamic we're dealing with. It's actually really fun to like build potential builds using the skill simulator. Because, you know, like, I believe the way that they do it is that you can, because another thing about this game is like you can't eventually get enough skill points to get everything. Like, you will have to specialize. So it like kind of forces you to make your own thing. Because if you spread yourself too thin, you're not gonna do anything, which is why you have access to the ability to lower your or regain all your skill points by lowering your level by 5. So like you physically cannot get everything. So this game is about like building what is interesting to you, which I think is quite cool. Because even right now, I'm hurting as a Shogun, because my only damage skill right now is Hilt Strike, and it's only got 1 level in it out of 10. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It has saved my butt a lot with its stun rate, but it doesn't do that much damage. Once I get access to my like evasion TP combo, I'm gonna go for 5-ring sword. I'm gonna increase my attack and defense with Great Warrior, and I'm gonna increase how much damage my Hilt Strike does. And then from there, I honestly don't know. Maybe I will pick up some Morningstar Twilight. No, maybe? I actually don't know. The cool thing about, because I'm able to dual wield, I can equip a dagger in my secondary hand, and then I can just start using skills that the ninja can learn. Because usually skills are tied to the weapon specifically. Like, again, how if you were to do your gunbird, you couldn't use your rapier skills if they weren't equipped, or even if you had your gun skills unlocked, if you switched to a different weapon type, you wouldn't be able to use your gun skills. So I can equip 2 weapons. So I can have like a katana in one hand and a dagger in another. That way I can use both skill types, which I've been thinking about. For rank 1 Hilt Strike, it has been pretty consistent. I wonder if that has anything to do with the mod, because the mod does lower, well, I think it only really targets like FOEs and bosses, but it's been kind of consistent on random rank and file enemies as well, hasn't it? Another thing, Tech, is I'm playing with, okay, so there's this overhaul mod called the Etrian Odyssey 3 patch mod that somebody made that overhauls and changes like all of the classes, right? But it also, I know where those files are. I was considering it if it weren't for the fact that I liked the idea of keeping everything else vanilla, but changing the UI and then the character portraits, obviously. But I have been considering taking like, oh god damn it, I was not paying attention. Oh, but it was a preemptive, so I'm out of here. I have been considering for like the backgrounds of shops and stuff like that to like throw in characters of friends and stuff like that. But the backgrounds are all like painterly, so having like even properly outlined anime-esque characters might be a little jarring visually. It's something to consider though. I've been thinking about it. Because I know where they all are, and there's like a day and night cycle to the background elements as well. Like if you're in the moonlight, it'll change the background to be like dark and add stars and stuff in the sky. So I could have like a daytime group of people that would appear and a nighttime group of people that would appear. It could be cute. We are playing this game for a long time. I'm making our party, we're gonna be doing a playthrough, and then after the playthrough, we're going to be doing New Game Plus because there's multiple endings, so we're going to be doing all 3. And then after the 3rd true ending, we're going to still be playing because there's a super, in all the Etrian Odyssey games, there's a super bonus dungeon that has a super boss at the end, which is the 6th stratum. Normally it's just 1 through 5 for the story. So we're going to be playing this game a lot. If I have the time, I might go back. Like, see the painted background here? It'd be a little jarring to just throw in like an anime character like the dude on the right here. But it might be interesting. I'm keeping the idea open because we're going to be playing this a lot. It'd be cute to throw in some friends as like different classes in the background. No, I don't want to go to the deep city. Well, it doesn't matter. Molten Caves. slightly casters with the backgrounds. Yeah, but I think that's like on purpose, since there's never any characters in the background to be like, hey, these guys are popping out. I do like that in the 3DS games they make them blink and stuff like that and have different facial expressions. I wish they did that for the remake on the DS. Or like the remakes that they published to Steam and the Switch. Which is weird, because they made a lot of accommodations for these, like being able to run in the dungeon, being able to sidestep, being able to quick save in the middle of dungeons, the skill tree being an actual skill tree and not just a list. Like, they made a lot of changes to the DS games for the Switch and PC releases, but they didn't give 1 and 2 the Untold soundtrack. They had the composer make new battle tracks for the Secret Stratum. Originally, it just used the second battle theme, but now they all have their own unique one. Like, they put in a lot of work. But, like, they missed out on some things, and it's very strange. I don't know why. That is some good money, though. Oh, that is some good money. What time is it? I've already been going for an hour and a half. Sure, modders can take care of stuff like that. No. Because I got cut off, but I was by myself. But I was talking about the dude that made the patch mod. It's all hex editing, which is probably the most annoying kind of editing for doing mods. So their patch mod is like the only mod that we really have for that. But so anyway, there's this person that made the patch mod. It overhauled all of the classes to make them all completely different. But it also added a bunch of quality of life, like certain items always being purchasable in the shop, reducing enemy and boss ailment thresholds so that you can actually land them more often, which is like the fun part of Etrian. They kind of buffed them in Etrian Odyssey 3 for some reason, and then brought them right back down for 4 and 5, and also didn't raise them for 1 and 2. Increased XP gains so that you don't need to grind and stuff like that. Like, it had a bunch of cool quality of life stuff, but I didn't want to do any of like the stuff that overhauled the class skill trees because they're entirely different. So I was like, hey, I don't mean to bother you, but how did you do all this? And they were like, hex editing. And I was like, oh, that seems like out of my wheelhouse, so I can't do that. And then this absolute chat of a person created a personalized light version of this mod that had all the quality life changes that I liked without any of the class overhauls, and just like slid that to me and was like, here, by the way, you can have this and use it for your playthrough. So, like, me being able to, because we talked about how, like, certain skills can only be used by certain weapons, for the Shogun, which they modded to allow us to get at the very beginning of the game, their skills would have required katanas only, but they modded it to allow for normal swords to be used for that. So if it wasn't for them, I would not have been able to use any of my, like, sword abilities for the first 2 entire stratums. And then the XP has been super useful because we've had to, like, borderline never grind XP the entire stream. We've had close calls and we've had losses, so it's not like we're cakewalking it, but, like, we've never had to, like if we lost to a boss, we could just try it again and we would probably succeed. Like, it came down to, like, skill and not just, like, oh, they have higher numbers than us, which has been, like, very, very nice. So this entire playthrough would not have been possible if that one dude wasn't like, oh yeah, I'll just make a light version of my mod for you real quick, give me a sec. And then, like, that same day he was like, here you go. So that guy's a champ. Without him, this would not have been possible. It was incredibly sweet of him. He did not have to do that. Actual Giga Chad. The fact that he knew how to do it in the first place is still insane. How do you learn how to, like, hex edit something like this? You have to, like, find which parts relate to which creatures and which stats and which numbers and then fix them. That seems like it would take forever. Like, genuinely forever. So the fact that he did that was incredibly sweet of him. No kidding. I think he's like a teacher in his day-to-day life. Sounds good. Thank you for stopping by, Tech. It was nice to talk with you, even if it was mostly me just nerding out at you. I'd be excited to do this with you sometime as well. I think it'd be a ton of fun. I think that's good on money. I should go back and start regaining materials for tents. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I think that aspect is good. That's done and dusted. What skill do I even give these guys? Because I can't get access to the thing that increases drop rates without putting 3 into Camp Mastery. And I do not need Camp Mastery. I guess Earth's bounty, maybe? Am I winning? Double crop? That is the ability where I can spend 10 TP to get one more chop taken mine point. I'm winning, you know, look how much money we have. Remember what we ended the stream at? We were like less than 1K. On that grind. Yeah, I have another party of farmers. Look how many chop taken mine points we have. It's a decent amount. And I've also been gathering the materials for what is it? I've been gathering the materials for like creating more tents because we were running out. We have to go back here. But I'm scared of the FOE that could just petrify us, because if the entire party gets petrified, we just learn. It stacks per farmer. Oh, believe you me, I know. Now I'm back to going over here and then letting it ride. You know, I just have my 3DS pressed down on my spacebar so that I don't have to worry about the combat, because I'm too lazy. I wish I could draw while I was doing this though. But I can't tap out, and also I need spacebar to be held down in perpetuity. How have you been, Vino? How was your nap? So a full party of level 10 Earth's bounty. Not a full party, but four farmers. Is that 140% increase in XP? Jesus Christ. Oh, Need frog cheeks from these bastards. Need mountain claws from the other ones. It's all cooked. All but Farmer 4. I mean, even here, I'm getting a little bit of residue here, I think. It's my treat for having to deal with the boring stuff, I think. I think that's fair. Oh. Gotta put this back on. There we go. Etrian Odyssey Untold's tank is kind of weird, isn't it? Not Untold. Etrian Odyssey 5. Because it's the Dragoon, right? But they're like backliners, aren't they? With giant cannons. I think that's cool. I actually think that's a really cool design. Power creeping the stream. No one needs to know that. Look, to the average person, all it looks like I'm doing is boring grinding. But to the knowledgeable, I'm maybe tilting things a little bit in my favor. There's a lot of systems in EO5 that I really like. Because I've been, as you know, I like making little pipe dreams in my head that are just like based off of games that I enjoy. Shut up, Nightbot. And so I've been, you know, taking and choosing like parts of Etrian systems. I'm kind of a huge fan of the, I'm a huge fan of the like events that happen that you get XP for, along with like a little blurb. And then I like the, I guess the like social skills, like being able to gather unique materials, like wheat and stuff in the dungeons, and being able to like handle animals and stuff like that. Like, I think that system is really cool. Something that's in my like sort of dungeon crawler Etrian pipe dream is that when you build a character, in addition to having like the 3 skill points, social points would have their own tab for like gathering and stuff like that, and you would get those less often than skill points, but they wouldn't be skill points. So like you would have to waste a skill point to put into take mine or chop. You would be able to put a dedicated social point into one of those instead. And then during character creation, I was thinking of a system where you get to pick one skill that you're like, one element that you're like resistant to, and then one element that you're like weak to add like a weakness and resistance system like to the characters that you build. Frog cheek, mountain claw, frog cheek. That's a lot of frog cheek. That's good. That's good stuff. And then maybe upping the number of elemental attack types. I'm thinking of also upping like the physical attack types, like maybe like 4, though I have no idea what the 4th one would be. Because Pierce already kind of covers projectiles, and Bash kind of covers heavy weapons, and then Slash covers like everything else. But I have like entire design docs I've written about stuff like this too. Like using the boost system from Persona Q, but with a few bonuses and caveats, like you can't chain a boost into a boost. Using a boost in the style of Persona Q uses the boost like the style of Etrian Odyssey 1, where you lose it. Hello, Umi.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm gathering tent materials so that we don't have to do that on stream.
Oh, thank God. We're spending a lot of time with it.
I am, because I also gathered a lot of money. I do these streams and like record them so that they can be honest, so that I don't just come back and I'm like, hey, by the way, I did this all, you have to believe me. Like, I'll have video proof, like, hey, here's what the stream entailed. But I've just kind of been chatting. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I've been playing like fighting games all day. I'm tired of fighting games.
He's lying to us. This is a task. Demi is saying, Umi!
Hello!
Crowd applause. True. If I had a soundboard, I'd play it right now.
I'm just tired of fighting games because I got my ass beaten so many times. Fighting games are difficult.
I'm very interested in like Tekken.
Oh, Tekken.
Me and my brother found a random arcade game that was pretty dope. What's it called?
Tekken does look pretty good.
Tekken looks lovely. Umi's all the way across the screen. Yeah, we're on different lines now. I mean, it kind of works out that the person that's positioned all the way to the left and the person positioned all the way to the right are here.
Well, yeah. It is perfect.
Dereku Tenshi.
Right now, I'm just arting, you know.
Let's go.
Before going to sleep because it's like 10 a.m. for
I see. After stream, I'm probably gonna try to do some drawing. I want to draw while I'm doing this because it's such mindless grinding for materials, but like, I can't unfocus the Etrian Odyssey window, so I'm just stuck scrolling through Twitter.
What do you find in Twitter right now?
Nothing really. Just a lot of cool art. I've mostly been looking through the Etrian Discord. I was talking with, because I had a friend named Tech join the stream for a little bit, so I like talked his ear off about it because I was talking about potentially maybe doing like a little campaign like we're doing here, but like not on stream or anything, and just like play it casually. And he's excited for that prospect. And I was nerding out a lot about how, because we know the numbers of things because of the skill simulator, like we have some crazy builds. It's how I realized that Poss's damage, I think, goes up to 350 to 400% damage.
Oh.
Yeah, because his charge at level 2 gives 220%. And then Cloudbuster does, I think, like 150%. I have the numbers here, hold on.
Pause is kind of busted.
Yeah. Let's see. Because he uses Berserker Vow that gives him 60%, and then he uses Charge that gives him 220, so that's 280. And then Cloudbuster does 250. So, no, I lied, it's not 400, sorry, it's 530.
Sheesh.
He does a lot of damage.
No, yeah, I see. He is the DPS.
He is. I'm the, like, burst DPS in the sense of, because of my follow-ups, I can, like, match that in a turn. But his, like, single target, not even single target, because Cloudbuster attacks everybody. His damage is just, like, off the charts.
It is. Someday I'll do that much damage. I mean, I do a lot of damage. I do a lot of damage if I get a direct charge.
You do a lot of damage if you land Singularity.
Yeah.
I am the last man standing. Yeah. Pos is the damage dealer. I'm the last man standing. Umi is the Dark Ether Appreciator.
Yeah.
Vino is the Eeper. And Ed is the only reason
Oh
we live.
yeah, I don't know what is like. Vino is like an all-rounder. Like he does okay damage. He like sleeps and he tanks.
He doesn't even tank. I tank.
Yeah, he doesn't even tank really.
I think
For
Vino
now, I
should.
guess.
I think Vino should put stuff into like the spear stuff. Being able to like switch rows and do a bunch of damage would kind of go crazy for him, especially because he'll get access to like a lightning elemental ability.
Like, what did like the other farmer skills do?
The rest are just collection based.
He really just picked the XP class, huh?
Yeah, it's mostly gathering. Like his strange seeds go crazy for difficult random encounters, FOEs, and bosses. Could also use Play Possum to be the ultimate tank. Oh yeah. The tank where you divert damage to somebody else. Do not hit him. Let's do another one in Earth's Bounty, why not?
I've been thinking if like we do New Game Plus, I would like to be Zodiac. Like, if I would like to be another class and I do art for it, like, is it? Can I do it?
Sure, I don't see why not. If you're willing to do the art for it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, because we're gonna be able to start with subclassing, so you could still be a Zodiac or like a Ninja Zodiac. You'll just be a Zodiac Ninja instead.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just seeing the other classes. They look pretty interesting.
Yeah. What would you go with, even?
I don't really know.
Because you'd also have to remember you're going to be giving up your ability to lower the cost of your skills.
Oh yeah, we'll be giving up elemental damage.
Wait, what's up?
I will
cut out
also
like
be
crazy.
giving up. I will be giving out our elemental damage.
Well, no, because you said you were thinking about starting Zodiac, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, I have to look at all the classes again because I don't know. They all look really cool.
They do. I feel like we would die if we lost all of our elemental damage, though.
Probably. It's an Eco-Droid. Ah, it's Android. Okay, no mecha.
We can take a tour. We could if you wanted to, really. Well, no, you can do your own research. I'm gonna keep grinding
I'm
these
on it.
materials.
I'm on it. It's fine, don't worry.
I was thinking about swapping something out, but then I thought about it, and I kind of like what I've got going on here.
What do wildlings do?
They summon animal companions.
Ooh.
But you would be cannibalizing our... Well, no, actually, wildlings have the ability to dispel their animals. So, like, if I needed to make a clone, you could just dispel the animal. There'd be 4 Venos, and I was so happy. I'm sorry, Pos.
I would like to be a sovereign. I would like to be a sovereign.
Really? A sovereign, though?
Yeah, kinda. Like, it was a class that I really liked. And I really feel like, I don't know what Ed's doing, like... he is putting a lot of heat on killing that we need, and that's amazing. But he's not really using the Sovereign class like max power, you know? He's getting the buffs, like, you know, defense up, attack up, evasion up, and stuff like that. And that's amazing. I would like to use the Sovereign class on the max, though, you know, like giving you TP, giving you attack, defense, enchantments, dispelling, stuff like that. It sounds really cool.
What I'm hearing is Umi got so sad that I cannibalized his ninja roll that he wants to take Ed's to show him what it's like.
Not like that.
I could see it. Well, because, like, It's super difficult for Ed because he
Yeah, it
has
is. That's a lot of
so many skills.
He has like the most difficult decisions out of all
Oh,
of us.
easily.
Like,
Between buffs and healing and like status ailments and doing his own damage and not dying, like he's cooked. There's so much to think about.
I
Like
think he should have
mine
gone
is
and died.
like
because-
mine is so easy. I'm just like I'm going all in on evasion so I never get hit, and then I start going back into attack moves.
Like, he should have done a chart so he knows what he's doing. Because it is
should've.
so difficult. I wouldn't know. I would be worse than Ed, like choosing stuff. Okay.
What's funny is I think he did do a chart, but like we've been in Frickleweave Ball territory since this is just the first playthrough.
Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Ed has taken Umi's job from 1. Sort of. While Ed is keeping us alive, he gets to keep us alive in significantly more varied ways.
Yeah, no, I just literally make you all never die. That's it. That's
And even then we still die sometimes, so like...
yeah. Like all I did is solve 2, cure,
Immunize.
immunize. And sometimes and sometimes revive, like when I got it.
And sometimes revive.
I was so eager to get revived in the first playthrough, and I like used it like twice.
Ooh, Umi, what about Buccaneer?
But what did I do? Shoot stuff? Look cool, like pirates.
If you,
Dude, imagine a ninja pirate.
a ninja pirate, that would get kind of crazy. If you do rapiers, then you get access to follow-ups that can do any of the physical skills. If you do
like
guns, if you do guns, then you can do follow-ups with elemental skills.
Okay, dude, this is like the fencer from EO5. Actually, I love
Oh,
it.
because of the chasers.
Oh, because of the follow-ups.
Oh yeah, chasers. That's what they're called.
Yeah, pretty much. I love it. I like follow-ups.
What would I?
And if I choose this, we would have elemental stuff.
I guess so. Yeah, you would have elements in the form of follow-ups. I mean, if you want to swap out, you can.
I mean, it does look pretty cool. I mean, I just say it because I don't know if I would be able to pass the game with exactly like the same classes again, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's not like it's bad. I mean, we're almost finishing. We're floor 3.
Well, because, like, you could also just, like, you have so many ninja skills that you have not utilized at all.
No, that's true. I could have full ninja playthrough.
Yeah, bro put nothing into, like, I am secondary ninja, and I'm using, like, its evasion like crazy.
I could totally just go like a ninja route. Maybe second class buccaneer.
Second class, but he hates our elemental properties.
No, I mean, if I get buccaneer, we could have elemental property.
I suppose so, but then you wouldn't be able to use any dagger moves because you can only equip a dagger or a gun.
Or a rapier. Oh.
Or a rapier. But if you do rapier, then we have no elemental again.
Oh, fuck. I will just have a lot of skills that I couldn't use.
Yeah. Or you could, like, once you unlock subclass... Well, no, because you'd have subclassing from the beginning. So I guess you could be, like, a Buccaneer Ninja, and then put everything into, like, gun and evasion, but you would have access to no sword skills and no dagger skills. If Ed decides he can get the elemental arms, that's true, because we do already have them, and we only really need 1 point in each. Uh-oh, no.
What about a Zodiac?
The Zodiac what?
Zodiac Buccaneer.
Zodiac Buccaneer.
With a gun.
With a gun. Because Zodiac's physical prowess isn't too hot.
That's true.
A lot of
Maybe a
mountain claw.
Buccaneer Zodiac?
I could probably do better. Bring up the stat sheet, true. Paw said that he's sticking with his guns no matter what. I think I'm gonna be in the same boat, honestly. What do I want to do? Because I know that... Let me look at my skill tree again. Let's see. Okay, so... Ninpo Smoke level 8. That gets me 100% evasion. I have to get Ninpo Flight to level 3. So that I can get reflexes. How much TP do you get for reflexes? Let's do
Sure.
Shogun Ninja reflexes, which is called in this game Karuwaza. At level 5, that's 10 TP per evade. That's pretty good. Wait, so does that mean that if we get targeted with like a multi-hit move and each one misses, do I get TP for each missed attack? Wait, that goes crazy. Yes? Whew. Okay, cause pause, right? I'm gonna be getting where is it? It's not Kaishaku. It's not Fusilade either. It is Daifu Hensha. Each time we die, I get 70 HP per person, so I think so. That makes sense. So I'm getting an ability called Daifu Hensha, which increases my attack and increases my defense, but increases my chance of getting targeted. So I increase my attack and defense, I get targeted more often, I dodge everything, and I get a bunch of TP.
You're the best tank.
I become the best tank in the game. Multi-hit randoms target aggroed allies. That's so juicy. I've taken Umi and Vino's job.
Okay. I just love how sick Zodiacs look.
Zodiacs do look kind of crazy. I wonder if Vino would swap something. What would Vino potentially? Cause like,
oh, do you imagine like everyone changes classes to like other classes that are on the party? Like you are a ninja Zodiac. And, I am a fucking arbalist.
that would be
Berserker,
kind of crazy.
Gladiator. Bino is freaking I don't know.
At 8:56 p.m., Poss called us nerd over and over and over again. Nice.
Bro, Boss being a farmer. Imagine Boss being a farmer. He's so aggressive in his play style.
You would never.
He would
Lullaby
never.
plus high evasion. Well, when you're guaranteed to fall asleep with Lullaby, and your evasion will hit 0 while you're asleep. So I don't think that would do anything, unfortunately.
What is a good class for Zodiac? Like good class subclass.
Good subclass.
Monk?
Oh yeah, because you would have a high tech. So you'd have a high heals. Let me check real quick.
Oh, I cannot be like Zodiac Sovereign. Huh?
Let's see. Zodiac is main class. Subclasses. Gladiator for charge and Berserker Vow if you plan on meteor-based spells. Arbalist, so that despite being a Zodiac, you can equip crossbows to do reasonable pierce damage from the back row. Double action also gives the ability to milk extra damage off your single target star abilities. Buccaneer. The limit boost skill lets you fill up the limit gauge a lot faster, allowing for Zodiac to pump out ether-charged elemental limits more often. Monk. With the highest tech stat amongst playable classes, Zodiacs are sufficiently strong off-healers, even though they lack the Monk's class skill. Shogun. Oh, this is just for being able to get Endure and Bloody Lance.
Oh,
But it makes you even more frail with For Honor. Arbalesti. 2 Arbalists.
I mean,
Would
if
you
I
want to
don't
drop
forget-
Ninja?
I don't know. Like, it's so fun doing, like, you know, no cost skill.
I was gonna say.
I don't know. Because, like, a Zodiac Ninja is not as good as a Ninja, so.
Wait, what's
And
up?
no, and I can't even do that. I was saying, like, Zodiac Ninja, Zodiac Ninja is not as good as Ninja Zodiac, but I cannot even be Ninja,
Oh, I didn't actually
Zodiac
do
Ninja.
that. Oops.
So if I go Zodiac, I think the best class for me would be Monk. I can do my stuff and heal at the same time. But I don't even know. I don't even think any of these classes have like good synergy with it. To be honest.
Hmm.
Like amazing good. Like fucking Ninja Zodiac is broken. Ninja Zodiac is amazing.
Umi in the party because he's lag behind in XP. I didn't even mean to like get levels from that fight. I was just like mindlessly pressing the attack button while I was trying to get to this gathering point. Also, like that you're talking, you can just join the VC if you want to.
What? Come here.
Unless you're doing something. No, you're probably doing something. Well, I unironically did off-stream grinding on accident, so I guess I'm done with my evasion.
Oh, way.
Yeah, concealment's max level, need pun smoke is level 8. I can now go for reflexes. What am I gonna do when I get that? Because that'll give me my TP generation I need to stay in the game no matter what. What would I throw in for like attack abilities? I can make my second weapon a dagger. That way I can use knife skills, I guess.
Shadowbind goes crazy.
I could do Shadowbind, couldn't I? That is a good question. What about that massive samurai ability? Which one? Oh, like put more into warrior might? It is only level 1.
Yeah, you should level up Wire Mind. Like, we do so much with it, and it does so much damage. Imagine it being level 10, actually. We use it a lot.
We do use it a lot. Especially if I'm gonna have TP generation, its increased TP cost might not be too bad. Because I'm also gonna be buffing my stats with a Great Warrior. Because eventually I want to get 5-ring sword as well. I guess my combat prowess is literally just gonna be Hilt Strike, Warrior Might, and then 5-ring sword. Do I want to put anything into Morning and Twilight Star? Not really. Because I'm running out of levels. We're already almost level 40. We cap at 70. But we get more skill points once we retire, because you get bonus skill points and bonus stats.
That's true.
Blitz Command is good, but it requires way too many useless skills for me to get. Because Fusillade only works on POS. They're the only one that has a ranged weapon.
I might say, I love the classes in Etrian Odyssey 3, Although I gotta say the only ones that like resonate with me are Ninja and Zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
Like stylistic in a stylistic choice, like just style.
Mm-hmm.
Um I do think other ethnicities have better classes. Like I love even when I suffered through EO1, I love how the medic looks.
Oh, you mean like in terms of that stylistically?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna be like in terms of like ability, like I don't know. Breeze Wolf
No.
Howl? Are you thinking? I don't know. No.
Like I love how our classes in Ethan Odyssey 1 look so much.
I
I love these too. I love these ones too. I just think EO1 are better.
I can't subclass to Gladiator Paws. Wolf Howl would go crazy, but I'd give up all of my evasion. I'd be even weaker.
And I do think like the Ethan Odyssey 5 classes are the best ones. They look so good.
They do look really good. An
They are my
ailment on
favorite. I
enemy,
love all of them.
it drops the enemy's defense even more. That is pretty good, but our only ailment caster is Umin. He only has like one skill point in all of his ailment debuffs. I was not listening to the actual. Oh, I was talking about if I would make us do a subclass or like what other attack abilities I would do. No, I saw that though. That Wolf Howl does more if they're afflicted with a status ailment. That goes kind of crazy, doesn't it? Hmm. Much to think about, huh?
Well, I don't actually know a lot of like the Ethan Odyssey 2 classes. Are they different?
No, they're the same as one, but with Beast and Gunner.
Uh, I mean, I do love the Hexer though. I have to say,
The Hex looks cool.
the Hexer is my preferred class always. But we couldn't get it on AO1 because it is like a post-game class.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, we're gonna retire at level 70. If I'm assuming that I'm at level 70, that gives me 85 skill points to work with. What level would I get Warrior Might up to? Level 5, maybe? That does 120 damage per hit. That's pretty good. 5-ring sword, I get to level 5. Or no, I get to level 6 so that it activates 2 to 8 times. I'd get this to level 6 to deal 30% attack and 28% defense. Would I increase hit strike? Maybe? I don't think I'm okay. I don't ever think I'm ever going to get the 2 multi-slash moves that affect the time that are affected by the time of day. I don't think that's in my game plan. Kaishaku.
Understandable.
Kaishaku has to be max level. Second sword only needs 1 point in it so that I can equip 2 weapons. Ubikiri, I don't care about. Senpuku is level 10. Magari is level 8. So I need it to be. This has to be level 3 so that I can get this to level 5. So that I get 10 TP per turn. Okay. With this setup, I still have 9 points left at level 70. So I can bring Ring Sword. Hmm.
Okay, Ethan Odyssey 4 classes look amazing.
You're such a nerd.
How does like they have literally just furry class. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks amazing. They all look amazing. Oh my god.
I guess I could. How high do I want Warrior Might to go?
They have a lion!
They do. You get access to like the Bushido class, which is a bunch of fairies.
Oh, it looks
And
we
max
will
level.
never we will never play Ethan Odyssey 4.
Yeah, it's probably never gonna come out. I don't care about Unified.
Atlas doesn't care.
I could. Okay, hold on. I could bump it up to 14 TP per dodge at level 7. And I still have 2 more skill points. It could make Sarutobi go to level 5. That's an 100% chance to nullify damage for 7 TP. What is morale boost? Is that the one where my allies are healed whenever I'm revived? It is. I don't need to raise that. Hilt Strike? Hilt Strike is kind of my bread and butter for damage. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, it is. You
And
always
it's
use it.
level 1 right now, which isn't great. It does do 130% damage. Well, no, because at level 5 it just increases it to 142. That's not very high.
That's not a lot, no.
Though I guess not a lot of these are super high jumps in damage. Hilt must be more focused on the stun than the damage. I mean, it's still pretty good damage. At level 6, 145%. That's not bad. I think level 5 is a good place to keep it, though.
Yeah.
And we barely use buffs. So I think I can afford to give buffs to myself.
I mean, we get buffs from Ed.
Yeah, but we very rarely replace buffs or get up to all 3 slots filled. Especially now that Ed can't just give us perma buffs for the entire round.
True.
Do I want anything in Knife Mastery at all? For 5-ring sword, do I have to dual wield katanas? No, it looks like it's just as long as I'm equipping 2 weapons. So that does mean my second weapon can be a knife, and then I can get access to knife abilities, but my luck is low, so I wouldn't have a chance to inflict many of these status ailments. So that might not be worth it. So right now I would have access to Hilt Strike, Warrior Might, Daifu Hensha, 5-ring sword, and Kumuga Kuri. Wait, I forgot about frickin'. Ugh, I'm stupid. I forgot about double. I'm dumb. Hold on. Let's remove some from. Let's go down back to level 5 for Karuwaza. I have 4 skill points. How many do I need for Bunshin? Oh, exactly that. What's a Tori? Okay, I don't need that. There we go. Much to think about, but like unironically. Katana Mastery level 10 is a flat 11% increase to my katana damage. However, that doesn't affect skills. So that feels like if I don't want to get 5-ring sword, I could put that into so many other things. Because I can lower Katana Mastery to level 5, and I can lower 5-ring sword down to level 0, and that gives me back 11 skill points that I can put into like knife skills instead. But do I care enough?
Yeah, I don't know if like at that point, like you just have like 11 skill points to like for knife skills. Do you really need them?
No, because they'd only go up like a little bit.
Yeah.
Makubishi. Counterattack with a poison chance. I feel like you're not getting a lot of
You,
use out of that one.
you could also just put some into like basic stats like TP up, HP up.
That's true. I don't think so, though. Especially if I'm going to be getting Karuwaza, which just gives me TP back for evading. I shouldn't have issues with either. I already out HP everybody in the party.
That's true. Which is crazy because Bino is supposed to be our tank.
Yeah, but his stat growth is built around Farmer, which is low. I'm wondering if for the recount of Etrian Odyssey, or like when we do the reruns. I wonder if he's gonna switch to tank farmer instead.
That would make a lot of sense.
Well, because he'll lose access to Earth's bounty, meaning we would no longer get the experience buff. However, we can still get the gathering, we can still get the camp mastery, he can still do lullaby and
strange seeds.
Lullaby and Strange Seeds. However, Farmer Luck is really, really high. I don't know if the Hoplite Luck is high, because they don't have any ailments to deflect anyway. So both his Lullaby and his Strange Seeds would be worse if he did that. Like, pretty much unusable during boss fights.
Do you imagine like everyone just changes classes entirely?
We ran it back the first time. Decided it wasn't for me. Like, I couldn't do that. One, because I don't want to have to redraw the art. Two, because this
you love Shogun.
Yeah, I was gonna say two, because this works out for me quite nicely. Like, my skill, like my available moves might not be crazy high, but they do a lot of damage. Especially Warrior's Might. Warrior Might being max level or close to max level, I think, is a game plan that I should shoot for.
Totally. 100%.
Also, next stream we're gonna farm paraffins or whatever.
What's that?
The weird little things that give us a bunch of XP.
Oh, we're doing that?
Yeah, I know how to find them now. Like, somewhat consistently. Well, not somewhat consistently, but I know what they're looking for when trying to spawn them, so I can match that. Vino goes full on luck-based skills like Seed and Lol and other bind ale skills. That sounds fun, but is there a way to increase that for Vino? I guess if we find like a luck amber, right? And maybe give him like a luck accessory. And just like top him off with like a really good shield so that he doesn't die. And increase his like a shield mastery. That way he can keep himself alive while applying buffs then, yeah?
Maybe. I mean, it sounds good.
Mm-hmm. There's too much. There's so much to think about. The amount of build variety in Etrian kind of goes insane.
We can just go baller and go full farm.
I do think at some point we'll need the shield abilities from Vino. The ones that like completely nullify elements if you max it out to level 10.
Yeah, that's true.
Because most boss fights are elementally gimmicky, from what I've noticed.
Imagine like all 5 of us go armor with subclassing, like any other thing.
That sounds kind of silly.
Like farmer Shogun, farmer Zodiac.
That's the optimal. I'm not sure if it's fun for Vino. Well, Vino would still have access to like he'd still have access to physical attacks, like the blitz and then being able to swap lines. He'd still have access to the Strange Seeds and Lullaby. He just would also be able to, because I'm gonna be real with you, it's not like his line guard is doing a whole lot. And if Ed levels up like guard, whatever it's called, guard tactic, I think we should be fine.
Yeah, that's...
So we could focus on giving us like the anti-elements and then just put everything else into like keeping himself alive and doing like status ailments and damage.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny that despite the fact that he's a tank with a giant shield, he's one of the 2 people that do not survive the
the AoE attack from the boss, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
Really
quite
tough.
funny.
Thanks a lot.
If not a little annoying. What do I need for this? Crushing Fang Spearhead Club. I don't know what that is. That boss is a little evil. I'm just gonna keep getting money, I think. I'm almost done, though. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. It's like I've been doing like a normal Etrian Odyssey session just by myself. That's so sad.
No, I don't think it's that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like I may not be doing anything like particularly productive, but I'm just chatting. I'm just vibing. This is my
Chilling.
evening.
You also deserve to chill out a little bit.
I do. That's true. Chill out as a treat. I'm risking it with the Scarlet Sage because it's a lot of good money. I didn't mean to do it that time. We take those. Just farm easy money. That's fair.
Oh my god, Persona 3! Persona 3! Just a week ago! Just a week
Just a week away. You're so normal.
Just a week away. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I wanna be dying. I wanna be. I wanna do the all out of the old art attack. And, like see that end screaming woof woof. That will be amazing. The dog, Koromaru, my beloved.
401k enemies slain. Honestly, I've been kind of on a murderous rampage here. Well, sort of. I've been on a murderous rampage in the early floors. On the late floors, I'm running away like a little baby. Why'd I go this way?
Yo, those baby dragons.
The way they just killed Ed. I wasn't ready for that. I was also not ready for the mole to come back and have like arms thicker than my entire body.
He worked out.
Yeah, those guys are beefed up.
Bro worked.
he worked out at the library. Too exhausted to continue. I'm gonna get to 40k and then I'll probably stop. Well, I'm gonna get to 40k and then I'm gonna go back and do a little bit more for tents, just so to make sure that we don't run out. I feel like a lot of people said that tents weren't super useful, but like a mid-dungeon, especially, I guess it's different because a lot of the people are talking about it back in the DS game, but now that we have quick saving in dungeons, tents as like a save point area where you can't do encounters and get all of your HP and TP back are kind of goated, like right before, because they're usually like right before a boss fight.
Oh, that's true. They're really easy. Oh, I'm so tempted to get Neon White. I'm so tempted.
Neon White are great. Tents and Foods and 5 are pretty good additions for their installments. I think that, like, again, this is falling into my, like, dungeon crawler pipe dream era, but, like, it's like I feel like systems like shortcuts and tents would immediately fall out if there's some kind of floor jump, but without floor jump, it just becomes tedious to get back down to the floors. So I was thinking of a system where you can floor jump if you're at the staircase, but otherwise you have to, like, walk back to the location. Like, if it's, and like the dungeons would just be larger, so like you can't just like grab it from the center and then teleport out using the floor jump. You would actually have to make your way back, and then that way tents could be like a proper save point that maybe you can also fast travel to. I don't know, I'm thinking. My brain's cooking something juicy. Food is also great. Food in 4 and Food in 5 were cool. Being able to like cook them, that went crazy. They should bring that back. I say that as if 5 wasn't the latest. Well, I guess Nexus was, but you get the idea.
Nexus just have all classes now.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Balance must be a nightmare, or non-existent, one of the two.
maybe not insistent because you see how like
Oh,
but
right. The one with the
yeah,
vampire
yeah,
and the Dino Gator.
they just did it somehow.
Because the vampire's ability makes them endure any hit for 3 turns. And then the thing got cursed. Semi probably has no idea what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you real quick, Semi. I hate this. How do I turn this off? It like opens up each time I open this up. I don't care about the update. Can I disable this forever? Whatever. I don't care. The anti-porn button? Yeah, I don't get it. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, god damn it, I wasn't paying attention. I'm cooked. Never mind,
So
we're good.
have you tried D&D before?
I tried what?
D&D.
D&D? Oh, of course.
Oh.
I've played a handful.
I'm still like, we and my friends got into D&D like a long time ago, but we are just starting like our second campaign.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about
It
right.
is,
It's hard to
it
get
is,
people together.
it is difficult doing like being a DM.
Mm-hmm. I'd imagine so. I've never been a DM, but I've played a lot of D&D. It's exhausting in a unique way.
Yeah. What do you play? Like your class?
I usually play like a warlock.
Oh, you're one of those. You're one of mine people.
One of those. What the hell?
One of my people, like Eldritch Blast. I love
Yeah.
them.
I was like, what if I made one without Eldritch Blast? And then everyone was like, you shouldn't make your character no Eldritch Blast. And I was like, okay.
I recently love making bards. Bards are really
The things that made no sense. I think that's the fun way to do it socially.
Actually, that's where my Sona comes from. Like, my Sona is like the latest D&D character I've made.
How nerdy. We love that here. Well, let's see here. Zodiac as a subclass. Although you lose out on Ether Mastery, which would otherwise be a universal elemental damage boost, the individual elemental mastery passives and singularity can augment the amount of damage your elemental attacks do when striking weaknesses. Oh yeah, Ninja is a very popular Zodiac is a very popular subclass for Ninja.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Their class skill, Kabiri no Su, can reduce the cost of their skills, which works wonders with Dark Ether. At max level, that skill costs 10 TP, and with the ninja class skills discount, it drops it to 1, letting your team deploy their, their most expensive skills for almost no net cost. A powerful tool up to the late to post game.
Yeah, I will be thinking that if like I want to change that because that's kind of amazing.
Arbalist. Singularity is sought after to make the most elemental barrages, and Etheric Return gives TP back whenever you score kills. Great for clearing trash mobs, but for boss fights, a Gladiator subclass provides a greater physical damage boost. Monk. With points and fire up, Singularity and Etheric Charge, the Monk's Breakfire Fist will do considerable damage, and they can still use their good tech stats to hit with other elemental stars for ice and volt damage. One of those things that seems like it would be very fun, but I have no idea where I'd find the time for it. That's entirely fair. It's really hard to find the time for something like that. Yeah, so you can swap it out if you want to, Umi. I personally wouldn't, because I feel like Ninja Zodiac is probably the best that it gets.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. What can Sovereign do? Like, subclass do?
Sovereign's what?
What can Sovereign, like, subclass do?
What's that?
Ninja? I mean, double buffing with Bunshin would go crazy.
Let's see here. Subclassing. Yeah, Bunshin allows the prince to buff 2 rows at once, making tasks like Constant Prevent Order much easier. It also gives the prince better survivability and tanking capability with Otori, Senpuku, and Kogari, serving as a safety net. Combine a cheap buff with the TP regen from the class skill, and you can offset the steep cost of Bunshin. Hoplite, when you don't need to buff the team, guard them with a shield skill. Monk, similar to the Prince/Hoplite, the turn spent not buffing the team can be used to heal, refresh, and unbind are priority skills so the Prince can prevent ailments but not bind. Buccaneer. For a very aggressive team, you can combine Attack Order with Eagle Eye to maximize your physical damage output. Limit Boost is also right next to Eagle Eye, so that you can use defensive limits very easily. If you do have access skill points to invest, consider Swashbuckling to roll for odds of a large limit charge off a normal attack, or Hanging to contribute to battle by landing headbinds. Zodiac. Singularity can boost damage done by skills such as Regal Radiance. You can also invest towards prophecy skills as a means of defense, but it will be a costly skill point undertaking. Shogun. Rather than doing the attacking themselves, a prince/princess can use command skills, especially Blitz Command, to make their buffed allies attack for them. You can eschew knighthood to use For Honor. Hold on. There we go. Knight skills to use For Honor and give a class increased priority. Dip a point in Katana Mastery and you can access a very powerful weapon if you need the princess to actively participate in battle.
Sovereign is kinda cool.
Sovereign is cracked.
Not gonna lie, like Ninja Sovereign, or like Sovereign, or like Sovereign Zodiac. Sovereign Zodiac. I don't think it's very good. Sovereign Ninja, though, double buffing sounds crazy.
You need to stop getting ideas. You're scaring me. You're scaring me.
Sovereign Buccaneer, though.
He's scaring me.
What? Why?
He's gonna swap classes and change our entire dynamic.
Like Sovereign Buccaneer, okay, look. Sovereign Buccaneer, Sovereign Shogun, Sovereign Ninja, those sound amazing. But if we really need if we really need that like elemental damage, you know, Pos can go for Zodiac.
Oh, you're gonna make Pos is not changing. What are you talking about? Pos will not be changing.
Do you think like any other people will be changing?
I don't think Ed will change. I know I'm not changing. I know Pos isn't changing.
Vino might.
Vino might, but I don't think Vino wants to make more art. So if anything, he might swap Hoplite and Farmer, but that would probably be the extent of it, and that doesn't need to get swapped.
That is true. I'm the only one out, okay?
Yeah, you're crazy for that. Bro is like, maybe we don't need elemental damage after all.
Maybe we don't, you know? Maybe we don't.
We do.
You sure?
Yes.
How sure?
Okay, let me bring up the chart. Nope, you're asking for it. We're bringing up the chart.
No, not the chart.
Damage types. Here we go. In the entire game of Etrian Odyssey 3, 103 enemies take neutral damage to slash, 102 take neutral damage to pierce, 101 take neutral damage to strike. But when you get into enemies that are weak to those types, you get 6 for 125% extra damage. Wait, is left less damage or more damage? Let me double check. Yeah, okay. So only 6 enemies take more damage, or take slightly more damage from slash and pierce. 5 enemies take medium more damage from slash. 3 enemies take double damage from slash, and 1 enemy takes triple damage from slash. Now, if we look at elements for fire, ice, and volt, we look at the 6 from slash jumps up to 13 for 125%. The 5 that are weak to slash jump up to 32. And then 24 for ice, and then 23 for volt. So in total, let me check here really quickly. It's gonna be 6, 12. It's gonna
Always
be
killing me with math.
That's gonna be 20, 30, 35, 46. It's gonna be 49, 52, 55, 56, 57, 58. 58 enemies in the game are weak to some single or combination effect of slash, pierce, and strike. And if we look at fire, ice, and volt, I'm gonna have to bring a calculator out for this one because it's significantly more. It's gonna be 13 plus 14 plus an extra 13 plus 32 plus 24 plus 23 plus 11 plus 9 plus 12 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1. 156. That is 3 times the amount of enemies that are weak to any of the physical ones. Umi.
Okay.
You can do what you want to, but I'm going to point out to the group that you just gave us no elemental but like strength against 156 different enemies.
You can do what you want to, but remember, if we lose, it's because of you.
Exactly. I'm glad that you're learning.
Okay. Okay. I get it. Okay.
Look, all I'm saying is that we should have Zodiac at least, so that you can use Similarity.
Look, all I'm saying is that you're not gonna change Zodiac.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can if you want to, but the social pressure will be immense.
You can if you want to, I will kill you.
Basically. You're free to do whatever you want, but, like, I'll kill you.
Okay. I get it. Okay.
Chet, he does not get it.
I get it. I get it. I swear.
Oh, one of the farmers leveled up. Mountain Claw. I need more of those. That was a lot of criticals back to back. I think the thing that I'm down on the most now are Mountain Claws, but even then I've been collecting a pretty nice amount.
Like right now, I'm doing a commission, right? And I was doing like a character sheet, and for the character sheet, I did like some emotes, you know, so like just faces, pretty much. So for one of the faces, the commissioner liked it so much that he told me, you know what, like I'm gonna pay you like a little bit more so you can do like one of those faces more detail, you know, so I can use it as a profile picture. And I was okay, sure, I can totally do that. I did it, and then they paid me more to make that face bust up, you know, so add body to it, and that fucked me up.
Uh-oh.
Because I normally, when I do that kind of things, I think of the whole illustration, you know, first. And then I do the sketch, and then everything else, and then I paint it at the end. But now, like, everything is in the same fucking layer.
Imagine if Umi had used layers, is what Vino says.
I'm like, oh, Vino, I'll kill you, okay? Shut up.
Vino, look how much money we have. I doubled it since the last time you checked. We're so money. Your monsters, they're so singing. Oh my god. Been here the whole time, by the way, listening. Oh, hi! E, what are you up to tonight, anyway? I haven't seen you since... I was gonna say since after dinner, but you just kind of made your pizza and I had cereal. I wouldn't really call that dinner.
Oh my god.
Did a meeting for VVR. How'd that go? Organize. Dismiss. Let me make sure that, okay. We'll start from 4. Now it's like 10, so that was your day. I see. Oh, did you see? The people did in fact pick up the trash when I just like push it outside a little bit. I did not want to have to move my car any further in that slush. I'm gonna be real with you. God, what this game really needs to, like, quell my fear of accidentally deleting one of our characters is, like, a lock feature that just forbids you from being able to sell somebody until you unlock them. Gonna make a Cat Cafe VR thing shine money, though we might have it be desktop only for simplicity. That seems fair. Yeah, because now they're not making it for the school, you don't have to make it VR anymore, do you? VR's whole thing was supposed to be so that it could be like an educational thing. One positive, so they so they even out. Hey, Paz, Vino, Umi, do any of you remember who we were supposed to give that speed book to?
I think we never said.
I thought we said Ed.
Ed, yeah, Ed. It's true.
Ed? Paz is also saying Ed, and I remember Ed, so I'm just gonna give it to Ed. I did before having to make games in it. I see, that's fair.
So, what's like your favorite type of pasta?
That's a good question. I don't actually really know. Speedbook. Let's give this to Edboy. Ramen? I mean, I like ramen, but I wouldn't call it my favorite. Or just call it easy to make.
I mean, it really depends of what kind of pasta do you eat, like, the most, like, you know, sauces.
Mm-hmm.
Because, for example, my favorite one is rigatoni, just because I love eating bolognese, and, you know, the sauce gets into the holes.
I like any pasta that has, like, a filling, I think.
Oh, yeah. Base.
Wow.
Base.
Vino and Pasta's agility is terrible. Yeah, ravioli is good.
Imagine having awesome agility.
19 agility for Possum, 17 for Vino. For cooks.
How much do I have?
You are sitting pretty at 36 alongside me. We're both at 36.
Let's go.
And then Ed is now at 37.
We speed besties.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's kiss.
No.
Oh.
Oh. So that we don't forget for next one, we're just gonna go ahead and buy Boss's thing. It was armor. Your strength, though? Your strength is so high. Laced Mel? What's it laced with? Have a good night, Demi. Thank you for stopping by. Let's go ahead and just toss this on to you. Oh my god! 29 defense to 57 defense? Holy frick. Anyone else benefit from this? Nope. Nope. I can only equip shirts. What about you? This bumps you up by 10, Umi. I might give this to you.
Thank you, something. I don't remember where was the last time I got something from this party.
Chat, he's so sad. World's saddest individual.
I am so fucking mad. Like, okay, we get like Paz gets like something from the like ship like quest, right? And he gets like an amazing crossbow. And I get something, and we get the fucking dagger that's one attack, but it has like all his speed. What the fuck is that?
I mean, it's great for me. Also, Umi, this roundel dagger jumps you up from your current 159 to 270.
Please. Please.
It just says we need one more rending fin. I have no idea what that's from.
I think that's from like one of the AO like FOEs from the, you know, those FOE that go like in like a freaking one behind other on the like.
You said that about the other ones.
I don't remember. Okay, I don't fucking know.
Also,
Turbo.
why would they make something so buff a stratum before?
I don't know.
The answer is they wouldn't. You're just hopeful.
Okay. You're right.
I know I am. Rending.
I really want that, please. Please. Let's get it next stream. I really need it. I really want damage.
It's from one of the optional bosses in the ocean. Okay.
Beep.
Are you good?
No, I want a dagger. Like cool dagger, not like this one I have.
Your dagger is fine.
It's not compared to fucking pause crossbow. I'm supposed to be at DPS.
Yeah, how's that damage per second going?
I also have feeling.
I want... Oh wait, I can buy the Uchi Katana now. That's not... Wait. I go from 227 to 252. I'm just gonna buy that for myself real quick. As a treat. As a treat, you know?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I guess I could have given you my katana. That's fine. You can't use your skills if I gave you my katana, so it's okay. Nice. And now I'm back down to 22. 22k. Maybe I'll just Oh, but I already sent out all of the farmers. I don't want to do more. I did enough, I think. Because the entire point was to get enough money so that we could purchase the things. And now I purchased all of the things. And we still have 30,000 left over. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
It's fine.
We're fine. Oh man, we're gonna retire once we beat the game the first time. Oh, it's gonna be wicked. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is pertinent information between Owen, Pos, and Umi. Etrian Odyssey retire. Because if I am not mistaken, I believe we get a +5 to every stat when we retire.
We covered through like only once per playthrough.
Well, no, you can retire at any point. It just halves your thing, but you get more stats and more skill points for retiring at certain levels.
Oh, okay.
So if we max out our level at level 70 before we retire our characters to set up for New Game Plus, we get +5 to every stat and +8 skill points.
Sheesh. Yes, please.
Even Pos would benefit from that in terms of his agility. His strength would go up to like 50 though. Holy frick. Because we would be having our level 70. So we'd be going down to level 35, which is what we're kind of at right now. That is going to be quite the buff. I'm realizing now too, I'm kind of pretty well-rounded. I'm looking at my like stat numbers. Vino's luck is great. Oh my god, wait, I just realized with luck that good, because it's going to be every stat +5, Vino's going to be able to land Lullaby and Strange Seeds like a lot more often.
Strange Seeds go crazy. Like last Etrian Odyssey, we didn't really have any kind of bind.
We had no binds because our only potential bind was the Dark Hunter.
And we didn't have one, but we got buffed.
Yeah, we did, and those buffs carried.
Yeah. We all carried in that in AO1, actually.
Some more than others.
Except. Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is...
No, no, you're nothing.
My poison did a lot of damage per turn.
No, you did a lot of elemental damage. Boss did like crazy amount of single target. Bino tanked like a god. Ed gave buffs like any single fucking round, and I healed.
Man, Etrian Odyssey 1 was so boring. now that we've been playing this one, like Etrian Odyssey 1 really was like I use my one element attack that's like strong against them. Vino blocked the front row and used provoke. Ed gave us all of the buffs turn 1 and then attacked. And then Pos actually had things to do. But Etrian Odyssey 3 is so much better. There's like options and counterplay. I can make a clone, you can make a clone. I have access to Hilt Strike and Warrior's Might. I have like my evasion now for dodging. Ed has all of the healing, all of the buffs, and also has physical multi-hitting attacks. You have a bunch of free skills and Dark Ether. Pos has like every buff move under the sun in addition to Cloudbuster. And Vino has binds, sleep, a front guard, and soon he'll be learning spear attacks. There's so much more going on this time around. I'm very thankful for that.
It is crazy. I just remember like, okay, no, like boss fight, like the last boss of the 01 was an experience. It was really cool.
It was. I like how after we like made a strategy and like reset all our skills to specifically just handle the boss, we like took it out immediately. Like it became
like,
a pushover.
Yeah, he couldn't do anything actually.
We like all survived. Well, I'm curious because Demi asked this earlier. I wonder for resting. It is still 5 levels. Okay. Reset skill points in exchange for losing 5 levels. I do like that this time there's like not everybody is the same level, and that's okay. I'm level 37. Vino, Ed, and Pos are level 36. You're level 35.
Yeah, I imagine.
But you're so close to leveling up. Nobody else is as close as you are.
Oh.
And now we just need to, next time we're gonna grind those little XP goblins. And we'll be juicing.
Cool.
Also, yeah, we'll probably try to start doing the streams earlier in the day. We'll have to build it around Ed though, because Ed's gonna have school.
Sure, why not? I have no problem with it.
Oh, it's gonna be weird once we do New Game Plus, because we're gonna be bumping the difficulty up to Expert.
Oh.
I wonder how that's gonna go.
We're gonna get our asses kicked.
I think we are gonna probably struggle.
That's the fun of it, right?
Smile. Sure, smile. Yeah, smile. Everything's gonna hit harder, have more HP, and have slightly higher resistance, and I think give less XP.
Fuck. Why? Why less XP?
I don't know. Well, because it's the expert difficulty is basically what the DS base difficulty was.
Oh.
What the hell? What was that sound? Bro went. Oh my god.
You know.
What the hell, Woomy?
It's not the same as the you know.
What the hell? Bro's going crazy. Hold on, I need to actually.
And that's not the same as the you know, no, not the same.
I see. I need to I'm gonna export this document here with all of my chosen skill points for Etrian Odyssey, I think. Let me put this. Is it here? No. There we go.
Dude,
Etrian
TCGs
Odyssey
sure are
Shogun.
like an expensive hobby. Holy
No
shit.
kidding.
Uh, I like. I am loving One Piece TCG. Okay, I'm loving it. It's my first TCG. The cards are so pretty. They feel so good in your hands.
One Piece trading card game?
Yeah, that's like the most popular trading card game right now.
Just learn strafes multi-hit doesn't land on the same single target. That explains a lot during the boss fight, actually. Plus, you're gonna have to get rid of that one.
Uh,
That's
one
rough.
One Piece trading card game is actually like topping Magic the Gathering.
Really?
Yeah, in popularity in tournaments and stuff.
And
The thing is, right? I'm really getting into it, and I love it, and I adore it, and everything. But I'm like obsessed with it, and I
Mhm.
want to get like the new seasons and stuff that are coming up in March. Like a box of it, like a booster box. It's like $100.
That's a lot of money that
It is. It is
I
a lot
don't
of.
have.
It is a lot of money. I pre-order it.
Why? You're crazy for that.
I really want to play with those cards.
I see. Wait,
The
armor
thing is,
piercer does
right? Right
107.
now, I just play with like cousins and my brother because I am hesitating to go to like a TCG store
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I'm new to it. Like even when I want to play a lot, I'm new on the game, and if I don't want to like fuck it up and people like try hard people playing the game are going to what are you doing? No,
Oh,
I don't want
I see.
that. That's scary.
Oh, Posh, I see. It is more economic to use heavy shot, but it looks like armor piercer's levels like are significantly higher stat wise. They jump up 5% per level versus heavy shots. What is that? Just like 3%? Sometimes 4. Looks like it alternates. Not that you're gonna max level it, but it looks like max level heavy shot is 175, max level armor piercer is 215.
Oh, dude, I am so proud of like the little chibi sprites I did for the game.
They're very cute.
I love it. I love it so much.
But the TP goes up to 15, which is only 6 more than max level heavy shot. That's not actually that bad. Especially because you put a bunch of skills in a TP up, didn't you? I wish you had access to Umi's TP lowering ability. That would go crazy. I don't
That's
know if I did
why
that during the reset. That's fair.
That's why I have Dark Ether.
That's true. Possibly have Dark Ether.
Like you can always have Clone Umi give you Dark Ether.
Until we replace it with Clone Soul.
No.
What do you mean no? Like for boss
No.
fights?
No.
What do you mean no?
No, I don't think so.
Warrior Might Soul is significantly more important than Dark Ether Umi.
Are you sure about that? Like I'm pretty sure that like having Pos not spend TP for Cloudbuster and have someone that is like really fast to give you all items whenever you guys need it is really cool.
That's awesome, Umi. Warrior Might at
But
max level does 165% damage following up every single attack.
you see, no, I don't see, no.
Okay.
Whatever.
Oh, but it costs 24 TP? I'm gonna need to put so much in Karuwaza. What the frick?
I mean, I can also use Dark Ether on you.
No, it's
Like
fine.
like even if it's like, you know, just no clone, it will be 1 TP anyway.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine. I am fine with being the TP support if we need it. I don't
Mhm.
care. Like that's why I put that skill there.
Wait, status effects. Are status effects like buffs and it's done when using normal attacks? Are you thinking about getting the double action passive pause? The 30% chance to just use an ability a second time if it's a single targeting. If you max it out, you were considering it. I mean, you'll have a bunch of extra points if you don't put anything into TP up, won't you? Unless you have different things that you were considering. Are you gonna put everything into charge? Get that 260% damage increase? You need to configure your levels. That's fair. Do keep in mind, well, I mean, I guess the skill simulator automatically factors that in. We are going to get 8 bonus points for for retiring. A lot into proper form. What is proper form? Proper hit? What is that? Oh, I see proper form. Oh, yeah, after that embarrassing display you did during the boss fight where you missed like every action.
I mean, you kinda did too.
I did not. I tried to do follow-ups, but I couldn't follow up missed attacks. That wasn't me, that was us. Speak for yourself. I almost won the fight single-handedly again.
No. Like, okay, you also failed a lot of attacks, but you survived.
Yeah.
That-
I have guaranteed dodge chance now. Don't talk to me.
You're toxic. Oh my god.
I
you're
need to get Karuzawa now. Like, I need that. That 10 TP each time I dodge an attack will become crazy. Wait! I completely forgot. I could stack them. I forgot that that's a thing that you can do in 3. So I could just use Ninpo Smoke on myself like 3 turns in a row, have it for 9 turns, and then just dodge attacks in perpetuity for like 8 turns. Wait, that goes crazy. I'll never get hit again.
Like,
I'll never get hit again. I'll never get hit again.
oh,
All right, I know what I'm doing the next time we do the boss fight. Turn 1, double. Turn 2, Ninpo Smoke. Turn 3, move my clone up to the front row, probably swapping out with Vino. Since Vino's abilities can be used on either row, and he doesn't attack too often. And then I'm just gonna
and
start
also he
chewing.
takes less damage.
Yeah, true. That is probably how we could keep Vino alive. Though he did also put some skills into shield mastery. So I'm sure that'd be fine. I don't know why I'm still streaming. I ended the gameplay like forever ago. Well, I guess it's because Poss is talking, but Poss could also just join the VC. He just hates us.
Oh, pause. Do you hate us? Damn.
Wait, what the frick is happening in Science Server? Are they just vibing? Oh, maybe I'll vibe. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Thank you for your stream. Good night. Good night. Ending stream. Beep boo.